Welcome back to the VolState Sports Network as we get ready for Game 2 of this double header of the VolState Pioneers and the Pellissippi State Panthers. I'm going to pass it off to I'm Ethan Vance with Kason Hollingsworth. Kason, go ahead and take it away with starting lineups.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm going to start with the Pellissippi Panthers. Number 7, Jadavion Young, sophomore from Greenville, South Carolina. Number 8, Jaden Dickens, freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. Number 10, Takarian Freeman, freshman from Summerville, Tennessee. Number 15, Chazion Curry, freshman from Memphis, Tennessee. And number 33, Will Fellers, freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. And for your VolState Pioneers, number 0, Demarius Carroll. Number 4, Preston King. Number 6, Auden Slaughter. Number 12, Cannon Hale. And number 21, Maxwell Moore.
All right, the Pioneers coming with a record of 10-16 and 6-10 in conference play. And for the Pioneers, they are 5-11 overall, 7-18 in conference. 7-18 overall, 5-11 in conference play. What are some key factors here for the Pioneers to help them win this game?
For me, I'm looking at, obviously we say it every single game, Cannon Hale, but also I'm looking for Preston King, okay? Preston King, he's a very hustle, grind set type of player. He gets down there, he's willing to be gritty in the paint and make the plays that are really necessary, fight for the rebounds.
Yeah, and I think another factor is just, taking care of the ball and, just kind of like the simple things, just not forcing anything crazy or anything like that. And for the Panthers, I think they really need to be like a facilitating team. They got a couple big men that I saw. A guy that stands at 7'1", another guy that stands at 6'7". So it's just kind of letting their bigs work, but it's gonna be a good game as both teams are coming in, as this might impact the tournament coming up as well.
Definitely agree, it will. This is bound to be a good game anytime that the Pioneers are playing, but definitely today with such a team with such height as the Panthers, definitely interesting to see how the Pioneers are going to choose to attack it.
So we get ready for tip here. Another big X factor for the Pioneers is number 6, Auden Slaughter. I feel like he's really stepped up in a big role here, and he's just been able to bend the thing since some players have been out with injury and some season-ending injuries and whatnot.
Definitely agree. Auden Slaughter has stepped up big time since we're missing. Obviously, Taylor Groves, that's definitely the biggest key factor we're missing for the Pioneers, but also Jamal Nero, another great second man for the Pioneers there that was also lighting it up when he was healthy. So it's very unfortunate. I can't say that we definitely not at the level that we were with them, but we haven't really played bad without them.
So it's going to be Preston King and Jaden Dickens for tip. And Dickens wins it. Quick 3 here, won't go. Back out. And the 3 ball is made there by Takarian Freeman. Carroll's pass is stolen. Dickens' shot will not go. Carroll's going to be tripped up pretty quick.
It's interesting that Freeman hit that shot there. He doesn't have a very high three-point percentage, only 27%. So very hot early, good for the Panthers, but very rare 3 from him.
Carroll bringing up the floor. He's got Freeman guarding him close. Gets it to Hale. Hale down to Moore. Moore goes right up on his opponent and will draw the contact there on Dickens. That is Dickens' first foul of the game. Send Maxwell Moore, the freshman from Gallatin, Tennessee, to the free throw line. drains his first free throw. Gets ready for his second. Goes 2 for 2 from the line as Freeman pushes it up really fast pace. Gets it in the corner to Young. Gets it over to Curry. Dickens back to Freeman. Freeman swings it over to Dickens. He'll shoot the three. Won't go. Rebound, Carroll. Carroll pushing up, swings it over to Moore. Moore hands it off to Hale. Hale drives. Mid-range jumper, won't go. Feller's tipped into the hands of King. Back to Hale, and his mid-range is good. Young, his quick mid-range is good. Carroll pushing it up, getting double teamed. Gets a little help there from Morris. He drives and lays it in over Young there.
That's great court vision there by Carroll, just to see that open lane, it opened up and he just pounced on the opportunity.
Freeman swings it over to Dickens. Swings back to the top of the key, get it over to Young. Young down in the corner to Farrell. Swings it back to Freeman, gets it to Curry. Swings it over to Young. Young's three, blocked by Slaughter. Carroll bringing it up. Passes it more to the top of the key. Moore tried finding the cutting Slaughter. Slaughter is able to free up from Young. Takes the screen from Moore. Down to Moore in the post. Moore backs him down. Tries to get it to Preston King. Freeman gonna go up on King. And he's gonna draw the contact there. That'll be Preston King's first foul.
Not a good sign to see King getting a foul so early.
Freeman gets ready for his first. Will not go.
Freeman just above 50% at the free throw line, 56%.
Gets ready for his second. His second one is good. That'll tie this game.
Gave the point to the wrong team there. That's
yeah,
definitely
they kind of threw me off there.
The refs have not noticed it.
Gets it to Hale in the corner. Quick three. Won't go. Curry rebound. Gets it to Freeman. His corner three. Won't go. Rebound Curry. He'll go up and lay it in.
I do also want to mention before we go ahead, they did fix the score. The scores table did notice their mistake and they were able to fix it.
8-6 lead as they find the cutting Moore, who just kind of runs into Farrell there and loses it. The lob that Freeman tried to throw is just swatted out of bounds by Cannon Hale there, and Dylan Delk will check in for Maxwell Moore. Curry will inbound. They get up to Farrell at the top of the key. Get it to Curry on the elbow. Swing it to Freeman. Get it to Young. Swings it down low to Curry. Top, back, swing it across. Swing it to Dickens. His mid-range will not fall, but Farrell puts the put back in. Carroll gets it across half court. Swings it to Dylan Duck at the top of the key. Swing it over to Slaughter. Swings it over to Delk. Gets it to Hale. Gets it to Preston King at the top of the key. Thought about it. Hands it back to Hale. Hale drives down to King. His mid-range will not fall. Rebound Curry. Pushing it up. Hands it off to Dickens. Swings it back to Freeman, who's left alone at the three-point line. And he hits another. That's his second three of the half already. 13-6. Lead here for the Panthers. King grabs the top of the key. Gets it to Slaughter. Slaughter crosses over, drives, floater, won't roll in. Rebound, Young to Curry, who's just gonna lay this one in off the glass. A quick 15-6 lead as Slaughter is gonna take a hard spill onto the deck there. Looks like Finakule and Macon Atkinson will both check in for Preston King and Demarius Carroll.
I feel like the Pioneers here, they need to slow it down. They're going super fast. They're going million miles per minute. So, I mean, they need to slow it down and find an open man, kind of like with the girls' game. You know, they were trying to force stuff and just really hadn't worked out for them.
They get it inbound to Hale. Slaughter spins. He's going to put up a tough two. Won't go. Just maybe not the best shot there. As Young comes away with the rebound, gets it to JoJo Lyles, swings it back, and Young hits the three. I got to watch a little of JoJo Lyles in high school when he played at my hometown in Portland, Tennessee. And that was one thing he was really good at, was just finding the open man and able to swing it. As Hale will shoot the three, it just will not rim in. Three will not go for Young. Rebound Atkinson, who almost loses it there, but will eventually be fouled there by Freeman.
Already puts Pellissippi at 14 fouls.
Dylan Delk will inbound. Swing it to Valez, who's checked in. Get it to MJ Gibbs. His mid-range won't go. Rebound, Jalen Evans, who is checked into the game. Curry goes up on like 3 Pioneers, it looked like. Valez trying to slow it down here. Gets it to Atkinson. Gets a screen from Akule. Swings it down. Swept away by Lyles, but he just has no room to go, and he's going to have to step out. Looks like Chris Malumba has checked in along with Maxwell Moore. Get it down to Moore in the post. Moore spins, gets it to Gibbs. History won't go. Rebound Pioneers as they get it to Atkinson. He kicks it to Moore. Moore drives. Draws the foul. So he will head to the free throw line. Do not know if that was his intentions or if he was just trying to go to the line there. Looked like a very awkward shot though. So he gets ready for his first. He will make it.
Moore been to the free throw line already tonight. Got a 58% free throw percentage.
He gets ready for his second. And it is good. Cuts this to a 10-point lead. With the fast pace of the Panthers, they get up to Young quick. They certainly got the height advantage on the Pioneers tonight. Young gets it to Lyles at the top of the key. He's working on Atkinson. Step back, gets it down to Malumba, who kicks it to the corner to Young. His three, air ball. Evans fights for it with Valez. They're gonna say last touch by the Panthers, and it'll be Pioneer ball. .26 here to play as Macon Atkinson will grab it and work on JoJo Lyles as he picks him up full court. Macon Atkinson lost it, picked it up on the line there, and it'll be Panthers ball. Lyles bringing it up. Crosses over, gets it to Young. Young working on Gibbs, post him up. Lost it. Gibbs and Young fight for it. Looks like it'll be a jump ball, possession arrow to the Pioneers. Making Atkinson brings it up, looking for maybe just somebody. Calls for a screen, gets it to Gibbs. Gibbs working on Malumba. Gets it to Akule. They go inside 10. Atkinson finds Gibbs. His three rims out. Just unlucky falling for the Pioneers so far. Maxwell Moore will pick up a foul there. That is his first. Atkinson. Moore almost comes away with a steal there. The Miles pass. Get it to Evans. Evans drives mid-range. Tries to go up. Doesn't draw the foul. Gibbs picks it up. Dribbling through traffic. Loses it. It's going to stay with the Pioneers. I think that's just where you draw that back and you kind of slow it down, let everything develop instead of trying to dribble in between 3 or 4 defenders at once there.
I get the eagerness because it did, he had the speed. He technically did have numbers down there in the paint. But, you had 3 defenders on you. The likelihood of you coming out of that with the ball. Now, luckily, we gained possession. We kept possession of the ball. But the likelihood of you coming out of that without them stealing it is very low.
Hale will inbound as he checks back in with Slaughter. Slaughter drives, goes up and lays it off the glass. Auden Slaughter is going to quickly turn around and pick up Lyles. Evans gets it, swings it back to Lyles, gets down to Curry. He's got nobody down there, but he misses the layup as Carroll's bringing it up. Almost lost it there. He'll drive, looking for somebody, gets it to Hale. Passes knocked away there by Malumba. He tried saying it went off a Pioneer, but the refs disagree and it'll stay with the Pioneers. Carroll will inbound, get it to Hale. His quick three, short. As Deshaun Payton has checked in, and his three will not go. It's going to stay with that is Dante White, who also checks in. Inbound the ball to Evans, swings it over to White. Back to Lyles at the top of the key. He'll shoot the three. Good. JoJo Lyles for 3. Auden Slaughter bringing it up. Slaughter drives, dishes it off to King, gets his guys in the air, but is blocked from behind. Lyles blocked by Moore, but draws the foul. I'll send JoJo Lyles to the line.
Lyles is one of the better shooters if we're looking at percentages-wise. He's got one of the highest three-point percentage on the team, 69%. Now that he's at the line, we might as well just go ahead and talk about his free throw. It's also 69%. So, very proficient shooter.
Lyles, a sophomore, misses his first free throw. So he gets ready for his second. Makes his second as Jalen Shelton checked into the game. Moore looking for somebody, gets it into Carroll, who is immediately trapped. full court pressure by the Pioneers. They get it to Slaughter across half court. Dishes it off to Moore, who just slips.
That was a great look there by Slaughter. He saw him open, saw him cutting, and he just loses his footing there. I mean, very, if that's his shoes, or something, maybe the force stick, that's just very heartbreaking because he had a nice cut to the basket.
Carroll is going to inbound. Carroll finds it to Slaughter. Slaughter drives, spins, kicks it out to Shelton. Shelton will drive right in to Sean Payton there. As Lyles can't finish at the rim. Carroll couldn't corral the rebound, but Moore blocks. Defender down there missed again. Coming with the rebound, Slaughter has to chase it down. He'll throw it right to Shelton, who is hardly fouled there by Chris Malumba.
Malumba already with 2 fouls here. So they got to be careful on how they use him.
They will. Their big man, 7'1", Raza Majid, will check. Will stand at the scorer's table. As Jalen Shelton will miss his first one.
Shelton has a 60% from the line, so pretty sure hands here.
Makes the first is where we're standing. The baseball team has Concord out here after their game has concluded. As I'm assuming number 21, Alex Pollard, used to be a former player at Southwest Tennessee Community College. That looks like that might be. Carroll. Get it to Okule. Gets it to Moore. Moore looking for somebody. Gets it to Okule. Will go up on the 7-1 big man and lay it in off the glass. Finn Okule. They get it to Jojo Lyles quickly. Swings it over to Alex Pollard for 3. This 3 is wide off. Get it to Slaughter. Slaughter to Okule. And 1. Finn Okule draws the foul and is somehow still able to finish that layup off the glass.
That's a great take there by Okule, but also I want to mention that Auden Slaughter, he's had great passes all night or all afternoon. I keep saying night. He's finding open people cutting to the basket, and it pays off for him.
And he just found the needle in the haystack there as Hale hits the deck. So they can't come up with the rebound. Payton kicks it to Lyles. His 3. Short rebound, lost it. Hale picks it up off the deck, gets it to Slaughter. Slaughter drives, kicks it down to Carroll. Carroll get his man in the air and go right under him and lays it in off the glass.
Just what I was talking about. He's finding open people cutting to the basket. That's how you dig out of a deficit.
Majid gets immediately double teamed, kicks it to Lyles. Payton almost lost it there, gets it to Evans. Gets it down to Pollard, finds the cutting Evans, who is fouled. He just kind of throws it up and finishes. Jalen Evans will go to the line to try and convert a 3-point play. The Southwest Tennessee baseball team, we're playing our VolState Pioneers in baseball, and they've come over. Do not know how that game finished, but they have come over to get some basketball action as they are standing here on the concourse here with us. As Evans misses his first free throw. Carroll gets Lyles in the air. Carroll drives, lost it. Stay with the Pioneer.
Bunch of funny guys over there, huh?
Yeah. It's always
Big
good
goofballs, bunch of goofballs, man. That's just what they are.
So they get it to Hale. He'll quick fire the three. Bullseye! Cannon Hill hits the three. Cuts this to a 6-point lead.
Glad to see that they're showing a little bit of love to the Pioneers here.
As Majid catches, he'll get immediately double teamed. Has it stripped away by Carroll, but it'll stand down here. Maybe getting redirected to the other side. The stands here. Evans drives, kicks over to Lyles, wide open for three. Good, JoJo Lyles.
Mentioned his three-point abilities earlier. That's somebody you do not want to get hot.
Carroll puts on the brakes, finds it to Hale, wide open for three. Won't go. Lyles pushing it up fast. Gets it to Young. Working on Hale. Spins, gets it down to Majid. Majid going up on a Kool-Aid, just finishes over him. Big 7-1. It's kind of hard to stop.
That big, man, it's hard to play defense on it. I mean, you can't really get too physical, don't want to draw foul, but it's also, man, you got to get up there to be able to block him.
Slaughter drives, puts on the brakes, tough mid-range, just rims out for Auden Slaughter. Off his own. Teammate there as Preston King will check in. 6:46 here to play in the first half. 31-20. The Panthers lead. Just seems down, never a net issue, but it's just always, the rim down here has not been as forgiving as the one on this end for the Panthers, so. Slaughter pulls it back out. He's going to take a tough shot and buries it. It's a deep two for Auden Slaughter. I see the ref give the signal to the scores table, but a make is a make, and it just helps you dig out of the hole that you might be in. Freeman almost has his pass stolen by Slaughter. Curry has it stripped from behind. Jump ball as Cannon Hill tried to call for a timeout there. Did not get it off in enough time. Pioneers will not get the timeout, and possession will stay with the Panthers as Curry will look to inbound. They overthrow him. Atkinson to King, who just lays it in. Could have been an and one, but no foul. As Young loses it. Scramble on the deck, picked up by Curry, get it back to Young. Young working on Moore, step back two. Late whistle there. Moore that'll be his third foul. 31-26 is your score. As Jadavian Young will go to the free throw line.
Young, super high free throw percentage here, 72%. So
makes the first.
Somebody you definitely don't want to send to the line because he's almost like a sure hand.
As Rodrigue Matu checks in. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. Preston King grabs the rebound. Gives it to MJ Gibbs. They get it to Macon Atkinson, and he will handle the ball here with 5:39 to play. Pioneers in a 1-on-1 bonus. Hale thought about the three, swings it over to Atkinson. He'll drive, kick it to Gibbs. Gibbs will shoot the three. Won't go. Rebound Lyles. Lyles swings it up to Freeman. He'll shoot the three and buries it. He gives a little celebration to the baseball team As Preston King hits the deck. Can't finish on the other end. We'll stay down here. Probably a bit confused on why the Pioneers are not getting the whistle, as Preston King ate the floor.
Definitely, you know, it's just like a thing of, you obviously, you know, you're gonna get, it's a physical game, but at what point do you draw the foul?
Freeman buries his 4th 3, I believe.
Freeman has been absolutely outstanding from the three-point line with such a low percentage. That is something you wouldn't expect.
Maybe tonight is just his night. Slaughter is going to go up and finish on Young there. As Young pushes it to Lyles, he'll take a step back mid-range. Won't go. Gibbs just rips it away from the big man. And he'll go right at his offender and lay it in. MJ Gibbs.
Beautiful transition from him right there. Don't get the rebound, don't give up, you steal it and take it the distance for 2.
And Delk battling. As they're gonna call a foul there. Cannonhill just kinda throws his hands up. But MJ Gibbs will draw the foul. That is his first. As Farrell will check back in.
Johnny Lynn has done a great job this year battling through injuries, really just helping his team stay in the fight.
Freeman buries his 5th 3 of the half. But Slaughter answers right back. He said, if you have one, I'll have one with you. You get it to Lyles, who gets it to Freeman. Freeman gets it down. Someone too who lost it. MJ Gibbs is gonna tie his shoe real quick.
Pellissippi's doing a good job of just keeping that lead. Just how the girls, the Pioneer women were doing, just doing everything they can to keep this lead, and the Panthers have done a good job at doing that.
I think it becomes right behind the hot hand of Freeman on the 3 ball. As Young will just lose it. Gonna say Dylan. Delk stepped on the line as he caught the ball there. Probably gonna try and find Freeman here on a screen for a 3. His 3 will not go. Gonna stay. We had a couple refs signal that way, and we had a ref signal that way, so we got a ref signal and a shot clock violation. That's what it will be. It'll be a shot clock violation on the Panthers there. As Dylan Delk will inbound and get it to Atkinson there. Guarded by Mantu. Atkinson gets a screen from Delk, gets it to Hale, gets it down to Delk, swings it to Gibbs at the top of the key. Trying to beat the big Farrell there. Delk just go up and under and lay it in off the glass.
These last 3 minutes are crucial for the Pioneers. Right before halftime, they need to at least cut the lead to 2.
Atkinson will bring it up. Freeman lays it in off the glass. Slaughter goes behind the back, drives, tough mid-range, rattles home. Auden Slaughter just trying to keep it close. Oh, and they're gonna say a charge on Farrell there, as Slaughter's just kind of doing everything. Demarius Carroll will check back in. Fellers My apology for getting the R there in that last name. Carroll swings it to Hale. Hale thought about a three. Now he's going to get it back. He'll drive, throw up a tough floater, will not go. Takes a look at the ref, maybe trying to look for a foul there. But Lyles gets it over to Matu. The three, buries it. And that's just been the big separation this half, is just the three-point shooting of the Panthers. If I'm head coach Johnny Lynn going into half, that's what I want to talk to my team about stopping, is just the three-point shooting.
And that's really it. You know, Panthers have 8 made threes, and the Pioneers only have 2.
As NJ Gibbs banks in one from deep. Get it down low to Fellers, working on Delk. He'll go up and under, can't finish, gets his own rebound, loses it. Foul will be called there on Dylan Delk. That is his first. Send Will Fellers to the line.
Really only one person in foul trouble here for the Pioneers, and that's Maxwell Moore.
Feller makes his first. But I think once you're able to stop the three-point ability from Freeman and Lyles, and you start rattling home some threes, you can very easy get back into this game.
I definitely agree. It's just, how do you stop it? I mean, Freeman has been on fire all game. From that three-point line, that's just something that once he gets hot, it's hard to stop. It's like cannon hail. It's hard to stop it.
Carroll and Slaughter had some miscommunication there. They're able to get the ball. Carroll goes behind the back. Nifty move down to Akule, who will draw the foul there on Fellers.
That was a great take by Carroll there. You know, shifting his way through defenders, making a great pass. It looked like behind the back from my angle, straight to Akule. And so, you know, put your teammate in a place to make points.
They gave that foul to Carrion Freeman. That's his second.
Akule.
This is his first.
I don't know if I already talked about him. He's only got a 47% free throw ratings, or percent. So, I mean, definitely maybe not the guy you want at the free throw line.
Wait for his second. He buries that one. Matu gets it in very quick to Young. They get it to Lyles. Lyles working on Gibbs. Draws it back. Gets it over to Matu. Matu over Valles. Can't finish. Rebound Slaughter. Lost it. Gets it to Akule. He's going to ask for it back. Just kind of needed to reset his dribble there. Slaughter crosses over. Gets it over to Valles down. Akule is just going to lay this one in. Freeman driving on Gibbs. He's able to find an open man, and he's just going to lay it in. Carroll, shot clock is off. Gets it to Slaughter. Slaughter working on Lyles. Maybe trying to get a last-second shot here before half. He goes. Step back. Tough three. Short. And that's how the first half will end. 50-41 as the Pellissippi State Panthers lead the VolState Pioneers. We're going to take a break with them at halftime. We will be back. This is the VolState Sports Network.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
You are tuned into 5. Y'all, welcome back. This is our first episode for 2026. We get to chat with Cannon Hale, one of VolState's men's basketball players. But first, let's jump on over to Rolo and Rocks with the Student Says segment. You ready? Let's go.
Hi, I'm Rox, and this is the Student Says segment of 5. And today we're asking, what are your opinions on the new cafeteria?
I honestly love the food. It's great, and it's definitely more affordable than it was.
Food in the cafeteria is great, easy to grab and go. Like if you don't have time, it's fresh, hot. You just eat it while you walk to class.
The shelves look like they putting in work back there.
The chefs look like they're putting work in back there. They're doing an amazing job back there.
They for sure got cheaper. The food looks more cleaner, more presentable, well, better presentable, I should say. And yeah, and the overall quality of the food just looks way better. And I had the mac and cheese, which I ain't gonna lie, I love mac and cheese. Not to bash, but just if it could be a little bit more creamy, that's all I ask for. But
school cafeteria is delicious. They got really good chicken tender plates at a good price, better than before, and I'll really recommend it.
Hey, Cannon, thanks for being here with us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, so you're the team captain of the men's basketball. So
Yes.
tell us how the season's going so far.
It's going good. We've had to battle through some injuries and some things throughout the team, but we're starting to come together as a new team because we've had to play with some players that we didn't expect to not be there, but we're growing and getting better each and every game.
That's good. What are you looking forward to coming up?
I'm looking forward to the conference tournament here.
Ooh, okay.
We got it here this year. I feel like we got a big advantage.
Yeah.
So anything can happen when it comes to the tournament time.
Being on the home court, you just think that's like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
What's been like a memorable moment this season so far for you?
So for me personally, I'm born and raised in Gallatin, so being able to come from Gallatin High School and play at the local college has just been big for me, which that's a little widespread, but that's honestly the biggest memory for me, just being able to play for Coach Lynn. It's been fun for the last 2 years.
That's exciting. That's really exciting. So any plans in the future to go off to other colleges? Like, how do you feel like VolState's been prepping you for that?
It's been prepping me good. I have a few offers and a lot of looks to be able to take that next step. So be able to take my degree and athletic career elsewhere after VolState.
That's great. That's really exciting. So now let's jump back to the conference coming up. So tell me a little bit about that. How's that planned? There's like over a couple days. What's going on with that?
A lot of preparation leads up to it. Mm-hmm. We practice for I think about a week, and then we go. They get the bracket out, figure out who we play, practice some more, and then we go play. And then after the first day we play, if you win, it's an everyday thing. So you got to win back to back. So. Okay, so
as a team captain, any like words of wisdom to keep your team going through all that? I know it's a lot.
The main thing is just keep the main thing. We have goals for our team, things we want to accomplish, and we just got to keep grinding, working every single day to accomplish those goals, really.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for all your insight. And one more thing, everybody come on out and go support our athletes.
Support us.
Yeah. Good job.
Did you know that there's a new menu in the cafeteria and a new grab-and-go area and new coffee beans?
Come watch us play February 24th at 1 and 3 p.m.
You should definitely sign up for a direct deposit for your financial aid refund. It's easier, faster, safer, and more convenient.
And one last thing, y'all come check out the mural signing on Monday, February 29th at 4 p.m. We'll get to celebrate with VolState student Sabrina Marquise, who painted the mural. She'll be doing the signing in the Wharf Building lobby on the Gallatin campus. Well, that's all we got for you for 5 segments in 5 minutes. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm Jessica Meyer, and we'll see y'all next week.
One thing I would say that's really special about VolState is essentially the relationship that the institution has with its students.
This is a place where you can get comfortable and you can be fine-tuned with the people that are in the same field as you are.
VolState is like my second home. I've gained so much here, I can't even describe it all. So my story began for me about 5 years ago. Had the world in the palm of my hands. I go into work one day and then I'm told you're going to be laid off indefinitely. We don't have a space or a place for you. And there was two things I could have done. I could have just folded and just said, you know what, my life is ruined, it's over, I'm defeated. Or I could pick myself up, dust myself off and say, let's start again. And so I decided that I would come to VolState.
VolState's prepared me by giving me all the skills I need to start off. This first class is about mechanical engineering and more of the physical side of mechatronics, just creating 3D objects with routers and mills.
This is where it's all at. I didn't realize how great this place was until I really explored my options.
But we have a great recording industry program, we have great equipment, we have some faculty here who have worked in the industries. I love VolState, I would recommend it to anybody. I want to go into PR and journalism. Being at a smaller community college helped me to better navigate and know what to expect when I'm ready to expand my studies at another university.
I think this was the perfect start to my journey. Possibilities are endless.
It's a solid foundation that you can go anywhere in the country with.
My dad and my parents, period, were my biggest champions. He got sick and we didn't know it. He died of cancer, it was sudden. And he kept asking me, baby, when are you gonna graduate? I was like, it's coming, it's coming. I really thought I couldn't do it, but I was determined, and here I am now at the finish line, living proof you can do anything that you put your mind to. Just gotta believe. This has been a great journey. I have nothing but great memories. And I will cherish these memories for as long as I can. It's been tough. It really has been tough. I've had a lot of hills to climb. I've had obstacles, but now I'm at the top of the mountain and the view is incredible. I see so many possibilities in front of me. And VolState, it changed my life.
Are you ready to blaze your pathway in the business world? We're developing pioneers to become the next great generation of business leaders, deal makers, movers and shakers. Our world is facing many challenges, but the future also holds opportunity for those ready to forge into it. But to overcome our challenges and seize the opportunities, we need problem solvers, critical thinkers, innovation, and creativity. Acquire the skills, real-world experience, and credentials to be the next great pioneer in leading and reshaping business and industry. Whether you desire to be a CEO or develop new solutions in supply chain to ensure the world keeps moving, VolState can help you conquer your pathway to success.
While I was attending VolState, I worked at First National Bank, which has been a great legacy for me because 30 years later, I'm still working at First National Bank. They have just been a great place to work, just like family. Well, I would absolutely recommend VolState. Number one, I'm living proof that the education I received there has been beneficial. Both my son and daughter also attended VolState. My daughter's majoring in business, so what better recommendation could you give than to encourage your own children to participate and learn with VolState?
My name's Aaliyah Taylor and I'm from Livingston, Tennessee. Currently, right now, I'm studying accounting and business. I picked VolState because it was just more of my hometown and it was just something closer for me. I wasn't ready to go out of town.
We have a management concentration, we have marketing concentrations. Within that, you have a sales focus, We have an entrepreneur focus within that for someone who wants to look at starting their own business. We also have a focus in accounting and in finance. Our goal is to figure out a student's path in front of them, whether that is to transition to a core university or to align to a career, and for us to prepare them in order to be able to be successful in the path they choose.
Whether you want to make your way to Wall Street or if you'd rather be on Main Street, VolState's business and technology programs will prepare you for your journey. Come find your pioneer spirit and let us help you blaze your pathway here at VolState.
Hey Jake, that personal price you gave me was a home run. I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota and Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
Take the step. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Take the step, the one you've always wanted to a better you and a brighter future. Choose a path to create, innovate, or educate. A path to your career. One that builds you as a person, or one where you build for the people of the future. Choose a path to save lives or check eyes, to study the human body, soul, and mind, to fight crime both in person or online, to code the market, or be an entertainment rock star. Take the step to your full potential, to everything you've dreamed of. Take the step here, there, and eventually everywhere. With the pros of the profession, the Grammy winners, the commercial producers, the engineers, the doctors. Life is full of steps, so why not make yours count? This is us. This is VolState.
I took business management because I want to have my own business one day.
It was time for me to take that step and enroll in VolState.
When a student comes to VolState, they can leave here with knowledge that applies to all aspects of business.
Welcome back to the VolState Sports Network as we get ready to tip off the second half of this game. The Pellissippi State Panthers lead 50-41. And here is Kason Hollingsworth with official scores from the first half.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm going to start out with the Panthers. Starting with number 4, Rodrigo Muntu has 5 points. Sorry, we had to get some stuff figured out there. Number 6, JoJo Lyles has 7 points. Number 7, Jadavion Young has 5 points. Number 10, Takarion Freeman has 18 points. He's the leading scorer for the Panthers. Chazion Curry has 4 points. Raza Majid has 2 points. And Will Fellers has 4 points. And for your VolState Pioneers, number 0, Damaris Carroll has 6 points. Number 3, MJ Gibbs has 5. Preston King has 2. Auden Slaughter is your leader for the Pioneers with 11 points. Number 8, Finn O'Cooley has 5 points. Macon Atkinson has no points. Cannon Hale has 5. Maxwell Moore has 4. Dylan Delk has 2. And Jalen Shelton has 1.
Carroll swings it over to Hale. His quick 3. Bullseye! Cannon Hale from 3. As we got our PA announcer, Tim Reese, just joined us after having a baseball game. Cannon Hale starts off his second half with a 3. Curry catches it on the wing. Gets a screen from Dickens. Swings it to Fellers at the top of the key. They give it to carry on Freeman. He drives. He gets trapped. Loses it. Gets it to Fellers. Goes up and over Moore and lays it off the glass. Not much you can do there. You can only get as high as you can. Carroll brings it up. Carroll drives. Kicks it to Hale at the top of the key. Hale, step back 3. Bullseye! Cannon Hale, back-to-back 3s. To carry on Freeman, bringing it up.
Could see a 3-point shootout here between Hale and Freeman.
They get it to Young. Young, mid-range. Won't go. Rebound. They're going to say last touch by Hale. Hale may have thought it had been last touch by Fellers.
I think it was more of he hit my hand into forcing me to go out of bounds.
Curry inbounds to Freeman. He looks for Fellers, who catches it, misses. Rebound Carroll. Carroll pushing it up to King. Looks like a goaltending is going to be called there.
That's what I was. I was looking at it and I was like, man, why haven't they blown the whistle? Late whistle, but hey, it still gets the call right.
So Dickens hands it off to Curry, get it to Freeman at the top of the key. Get it down to Fellers down low. He hands it back off to Young. Young working on King, step back, almost loses it, gets it to Curry. Curry drives, kicks it to Freeman. Freeman 3, short, gives it to Moore with the defensive rebound, gets it to Slaughter. Slaughter, step back 3, bang! Bang! Auden Slaughter ties this game.
We know
11 straight points for the Pioneers to start this second half.
We know that we always think of the Pioneers as not a second half team, but they have proved us wrong right now.
Fellers leaves his layup short. It'll get right back to him. He'll lay it off the glass. Moore catches the top of the key, swings it to Slaughter. Slaughter drives, loses it. Freeman picks it up. Blocked from Moore from behind. Gets no call on King. Carroll pushing it up. And Dickens will get charged with the foul there. That is his third foul. What a different team we are seeing here in the second half for the Pioneers. Carroll looking to inbound to somebody. Finds King on a thread the needle pass. Hill at the volleyball line. Deep 3. Bang! Bullseye! Cannon Hale can't miss so far.
Cannon Hale is a madman right now. He feels it. He feels the heat check, and it goes in for him.
Freeman falls. Cannon Hale probably isn't even thinking right now. I don't know if he has it in his head or if he just, I don't know what he saw there, but a deep contested 3 falls in for number 12. Dickens gets it to Freeman. He crosses over, drives on him. No, easy lay-in for Young. They get it to Hale. He's gonna let Carroll run this offense. Get it to Maxwell Moore at the top of the key. Swing it over to King. King gets it over to Slaughter. Slaughter working on Freeman. Pulls back, almost loses it. Finds King deep in the corner. Swings it over to Carroll. Carroll to Hale. Corner three. Rims out. Young swings it over to Freeman. His corner three won't go. Curry loses it. And it's going to the Pioneers.
Just slipped out of his hands there. I mean, nobody was there to, knock it out. You saw Carroll went up with him, so did Maxwell Moore, but it just slipped out of his hands. Fan was letting the ref know, telling him something.
You're gonna let the officer over there handle that one. Carroll gets a screen from Hale. Carroll's got Young on him. Takes the screen from Young, goes behind the back, drives. Goes right at Young. Layup won't go. Preston King. Carroll gets it over to Hale. They're gonna stop play as Carroll, not Moore, and King went for the same ball. And it looks like King caught the worst half of that.
Looks like he took a knee straight to the face from Carroll there.
Moore, sorry, I mix up the names there. There's so much going on.
It's hard. It really is. I mean, I had a hard time with it during the girls' game. Just, you get to going in a pace and all these names jumbled together. It can be difficult.
Hopefully Preston King is okay and is able to return, as he is a nitty-gritty player here, and he fights for loose balls, as we saw there.
That is one thing, sorry to cut you off, that I mentioned before the game. He's a very physical player. He's not afraid of contact. And, that's good to a certain extent. As we see, this is the worst side of it. You get hurt by your own player.
Pioneers are going to retain possession here. They get it to Moore on the elbow. Swing it to Gibbs. Gibbs gets it to Slaughter. He's got Lyles working on him. Slaughter goes right at Lyles. Foul and one! Auden Slaughter headed to the free throw line to try and convert a three-point play.
Slaughter hasn't been to the line yet tonight, but he's got a very good free throw percentage, 65%. So very good for, to see him go to the line. That's a person like him, like Cannon Hale or him. That's who I would want to go to the line for my team.
Good to see Preston King walking on his own and find a seat. Slaughter leaves his free throw short as Evans almost lost it there. Swing it over to Young, gets it to Lyles. Lyles finds the cutting Evans, but he cannot control the pass. Slaughter driving on Freeman, goes up and lays it in over.
Auden Slaughter and Cannon Hale have just taken over and are controlling this game right now.
Freeman drives for an easy two.
After a hot first half, that's his first points of this second half.
Slaughter slowly bringing it up. Swings it over to MJ Gibbs. Gibbs looking for somebody, finds Hale. His pass is knocked away, gets it to Hale. Hale swings it way over to Slaughter. Back to Carroll, over to Gibbs. Back to Hale in the corner. Corner three. Too strong, great ball movement.
Fantastic ball movement there. Sucks to see, just coming up with nothing there.
Young spins and lays it in. If I'm head coach Johnny Lynn, I would have wanted some points, but good ball movement there that from the Pioneers that just happened to end in no points, as Macon Atkinson checks in for Carroll.
Johnny Lynn obviously wanting to keep his players that are hot on the floor, Slaughter and Hale.
King will head to the scorer's table. Good to see that he can check back in after. Gets it to Hale. Hale has Evans closely contesting him. Hale goes in and lays it in.
That's something we really don't see from Hale a lot, is when he drives in.
And Freeman gets the lucky roll off the rim. It'll be Auden Slaughter charged with that foul. That is his first. Preston King checks back in along with Jalen Shelton. Will check in for MJ Gibbs. Freeman converts the three-point play. King will inbound to Atkinson. Gets it to Hale. Hale's got Lyles closely guarding him. Slaughter. He's gonna not take the screen, but he's got a free lane. Auden Slaughter throws it home right over his defender. Freeman drives, lays it in.
That was a good take by
Auden
Freeman.
Slaughter up ahead to Hale, who will not be able to finish the layup. Foul.
That was a great take as we get past all that commotion. That was a great take by Freeman, but it was just outshined by that poster by Auden Slaughter.
Hale and Auden Slaughter are not on earth right now, or at least I wouldn't be. As Curry makes his first free throw, as Delk, Moore, and Valles will check in. As Cannon Hill's just going to grab some water maybe after that hot start.
Curry, 48% from the free throw line. Able to sink both of them.
Goes 2 for 2. The Pioneers, with all this offense, are going to need to buy a stop on defense. Slaughter pulls back, takes a three, and draws the foul. He's going to go to the line for 3. Auden Slaughter has been crazy to start this second half. He's had a 3, a poster.
I've got him already at 20 points.
Leaves the first one short.
With still 12 minutes to play in this game, he's already got 20 points. He's likely to hit 30 tonight.
If he keeps at this pace. So he's got one more coming. He goes 2 for 3 from the line. Makes this a one-possession game. MJ Gibbs will check in for the Pioneers. So they're going to try to find their source from someone that's not named Auden Slaughter and Cannon Hill while they both catch a break. Let's carry on Freeman. Draws the double team, gets it to Evans. Gets Valles in the air, swings it to the corner for Young. His 3 way off. Lyles rebound, goes up on Moore and finishes. Atkinson draws it back, gives it to Delk. Delk right at his opponent and one. Dylan Delk went airborne. He took a hard fall.
That's great play there by Dylan Delk, you know, but it's very hard to see. As he's smiling, he seems to be fine, but it's hard to see. You know, you take it to the basket, you get fouled, but that hard of a fall, it's kind of like with Preston King taking a knee to the face. You just hate to see that because those are some of your prime players that you can't afford to see them hurt already.
Dylan Delk will head to the line to try and convert a 3-point play.
One thing we also forgot to mention, Ethan, is Jalen Hardaway is also not playing. He's hurt. Don't know exactly why or what the reason is for him being hurt, but also another huge factor, a second big man for the team that they don't have right now.
Who's really versatile. He can shoot. He can play the post. He's he has that big frame, but he also has a little bit of guard play in him. Lyles gets it up ahead across the court to Freeman. They get it down to Evans. They'll go right at Akule, who can't finish. Rebound into the hands of Atkinson. Gets it ahead to Valles. He looks for somebody, gets it to Akule, who goes right at the defender Curry and lays it in. As Freeman's able to free up from Atkinson. Swing ahead to Curry. Draws the foul. Looks like he may have lost it there, but enough contact to draw a foul there, but it won't be a shooting foul, so it looks like they will inbound. Looks like Chris.
Nobody on the
will check in.
Sorry to cut you off there. Hard to figure out whose turn it is up here. It's my biggest issue. But Pioneers, they're not really in foul trouble here.
They're going to say Freeman walked. Headed back to the Pioneers. 11:48 here to play in the second half. Moore is able to inbound it. I'm going to get it to Gibbs. Not got far to go. Get it to Atkinson, who's able to get it across half court. He's got Lyles working on him. Gets it down to Akule. Swings it up to Valles. He's going to pump fake. He's going to swing it over to Gibbs. Boom! MJ Gibbs for 3. You see head coach John Lennon just being like, get back. Don't let them get any opportunities. Lyles catches it, is able to get it to Young, swings it over to Freeman. Freeman back up to Young at the top of the key. He's able to get a screen from Balumba. He's going to pull it back, crossover, drive. Young, tough fadeaway, falls. A baseball pass. And you see head coach Johnny Lynn immediately look at Demarius Carroll after that. And he's like, hey, just mental things, man. No need for all that. Carroll will check in for the Pioneers. Get it to Freeman. Young gets it to Lyles. Lyles gets it to Freeman. Freeman drives mid-range, too strong, gets it to Curry. Thought Akule may have got all ball there, but they're going to say he picks up his third with enough contact.
You know, when you're that far up under the goal, it's hard to tell because, I mean, everybody's fighting for the ball. I don't know. They're the referees, so it's hard to tell because, I mean, everybody's going to be fighting for the ball. Everybody's going to be aggressive.
And the two hot hands of this second half are going to check back in. Cannon Hill and Auden Slaughter. As Curry missed his first one.
The subs did a very good job of not only holding them back, but also growing on the lead that they already had so that when Cannon Hill and Slaughter are able to come back in, they can just put even more on top of it.
Slaughter's going to command this offense. He's really stepped up in a big role as a point guard for this team. As we see him almost lose it. They get it to Hale. Hale thought about the three. Draws it back, gives it to Gibbs, give it back to Hale. Thought about the deep three. He'll drive, throw up a floater, rolls off the back iron. It was Kendrick Lloyd who was checked in for the Panthers. Just crazy errant passes that may not be needed right now as Curry's able to lay it in. Carroll's just like, slow it down. We're giving them extra possessions that they don't even need. Slaughter, crossover, spin, tough move, falls. Auden Slaughter. Freeman, pull back, won't fall. MJ Gibbs rebound. You see Auden Slaughter call for the ball way down court, and Carroll's like, slow it down. That's what our biggest problem has been. Carroll swings it to Slaughter. Foul on Lloyd. If you are the Pioneers, you want to slow it down or do you want to keep up the fast pace? Because you have your opportunities, but you've also seen some turnovers out of the going really fast.
I would say keep it going fast because they've done a really good job of catching the Panthers off guard, and especially with Slaughter and Hale being able to hit these threes. I mean, you can swing the ball fast, just you got to be smart with your takes.
And MJ Gibbs, that's the, I want to say, third or fourth and one this half for the Pioneers. MJ Gibbs is going to head to the line for a three-point play.
These are the things that have helped the Pioneers get out of that deficit that comeback mentality that they were in is because of things like this, taking it to the basket and getting the and one.
Gibbs converts on the three-point play there. Down by 9 to start it, up by 4 as we approach a little below the midway point. Matu swings it over to Lyles. Lyles, pull back, thought about the 3. They get it in. It did hit off the foot of MJ Gibbs there, but another defensive stop. It may not be your ball, but
it's just good defense. They're cutting in front of passes. It's almost like they're predicting where they're going to go with it.
Lyles, 3 ball, won't go, rebound. It ends up in the hands of Slaughter. He gets it to Carroll, and Carroll's just like slow basketball. Carroll working one-on-one, spins, and draws the foul there. Hits the deck hard. It's going to be Chris Malumba's 3rd foul of the game. So there's a couple of them. You got Dickens with 3, Malumba with 3. It's only really the people in foul trouble there for the
Panthers.
As Carroll gets ready for his first. Misses.
Carroll, proficient shooter, 63% from the line.
Second one rims out. Lyles pushes fast ahead. Blocking foul there on Moore as Lyles and Moore both hit the deck. Moore was maybe trying to draw a charge there. That is his 4th. That'll more likely bring Preston King back into the game. As Lyles will head to the line to try and cut this to a 1-possession game.
Lyles, we talked about him before. He's already been in the line once tonight. High percentage from the free throw line, so definitely not someone that you want to be fouling a lot.
Preston King checks in. Lyles gets ready for his 2nd. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Auden Slaughter looking to quickly inbound. Gets it to MJ Gibbs, whose pass is stolen by Kendrick Lloyd. He's going to get it to JoJo Lyles at the top of the key. His dribble's almost stolen away by Gibbs. Get it to Rodrigo Matu. Get it to Malumba. Get it back to Lyles. His pass stolen away by King to Slaughter. Slaughter spins, goes up, can't finish. In the hands of Curry, up ahead to Lloyd. Swings it back, and his layup is good. Carroll bringing it up. Be a timeout here by Johnny Lynn. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a little break with them as we are tied 78-78 here on the VolState Sports Network.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. This hands-on experience gives them a competitive edge in the job market. Industries like automotive, aerospace, electronics, healthcare, and even mining rely heavily on these systems. These positions offer competitive salaries and a chance to contribute to the cutting-edge technologies that are shaping the world around us. Join us in pioneering the future of manufacturing through the power of mechatronics. Visit volstate.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses.
All right, 78-78 with 7:30 here to play in the second half as the Pioneers were down 9 and now they're tied 78-78. Slaughter goes right at Lloyd, foul and one on Slaughter. As we were doing some math during that timeout break, if he were to score this three-point play, the Pioneers have scored 41 points.
It's outstanding because we've always thought about the Pioneers this season, at least, as a team that is never hot out of the gate of halftime.
They are outscoring so far in the second half 41-28, and they hold a 3-point lead. But we know the Panthers all night tonight have been able to hit the three ball. MJ Gibbs knocks it out of the hands of Chazere Curry, and he will inbound to Lyles. Swings it over to Lloyd, into the corner for Malumba. Back to Lyles, his three ball, bang! JoJo Lyles ties this game back at 81.
This is an outstanding game. We were talking about Auden Slaughter's game winner a couple weeks ago. You might be able to get one of your own here, Ethan.
Maybe, as Hale will be fouled. I've been wanting one all year. I've had the call. Just been waiting for the moment to shine. Looks like the Pioneers are on 1-on-1 bonus, and they're gonna send Cannon Hale to the line. Hale makes his first, so he'll get one more.
Hale is definitely not someone you wanted to line. 87% from the free throw line. So if you're going to foul someone, you definitely do not want it to be him because he's oftentimes going to hit both.
Hale goes 2 for 2 from the line and give a 2-point lead to the Pioneers as Lyles brings it up, stands at the volleyball line, swings it over to Lloyd. Lloyd gets a screen from Malumba. He passes it to Matu. Gives it back to Lyles. Lyles drives, step back, mid-range. Rolls in. Tie game again. 83-83. The Pioneers are in their double bonus, so any fouls send them to the line for 2 free throws. Slaughter. Working on Lyles. Spins. Kicks it over to Hale. 3. Bang! Cannon Hale is on fire. That's a bad man. As Kendrick Lloyd is fouled.
You know, surprisingly, you would think Cannon Hale would have like a super high three-point percentage, but it's really at 35%. Surprisingly, only 35%, and he's probably the best three-point shooter I've ever seen live, ever.
Yeah, I haven't seen much. As Lloyd misses his first one. Max Moore checks in for Finokule. Casey, if you don't mind, how many threes does Cannon Hale have so far?
This game? Or
like this half so far?
This half, he's got 4 threes, and then I had him with 1 3 in this first half, as well as combined with Slaughter has a 3 this half, so does MJ Gibbs. So 4 threes so far.
You know, and I guess that's been like the turning point. You've seen in the first half that, you know, the 3-point was separating them, and now it's in our favor, the 3-point, and they're able to keep it going. As you've heard, Cannon Hale's got at least 12 points out of his total threes, out of his total points. You know, he's got 12. So just this half alone in threes.
I've got him with 21 total so far. So he's having an outstanding game. I think if we just keep our foot on the pedal, like, it's just like I was saying. I feel like a broken record here, but it's just like I was saying with the girls' game. Keep your foot on the pedal, and we'll win this. That's what they did. They kept a 7-point lead pretty much the entire game, and they came out with the dub.
They did indeed, and we're getting a lot of three-point plays as well. We're converting on getting fouled as Kendrick Lloyd gets ready for his second free throws. He missed one, and then a timeout was called. So hope maybe that timeout helped him. Just maybe grab some energy to make this one, or maybe it, iced him, and he's gonna go, and he might go 0 for 2 from the line. Lloyd gets ready for his second. He goes 0 for 2 from the line, but gets his own rebound, kicks it to Matu, draws it back out. He's going to get it to Lyles. On the court for the Panthers is JoJo Lyles, Kendrick Lloyd, Chris Matulu, Rodrigo Matu, and Chazir Curry for your Pioneers, as Lloyd shoots the three and buries it at the end of the shot clock. Tie game. For your Pioneers, it's Cannon Hale, MJ Gibbs, Auden Slaughter, Demarius Carroll, and Maxwell Moore. Hale trapped, looking for somebody, finds Slaughter. He drives, spins, drops his defender, and lays it in.
Look, he was looking for a charge call there. Didn't get it.
Lyles, top of the key, gets it to Curry on the wing. Curry gets it down to Matulu. Miscommunication, out of bounds. Pioneer ball. 88-86, 4:50 here to play. Might be in for a thrilling finish here inside the Richard Moore Gymnasium.
Just under 5 minutes to play. This is kind of how it was set up for the Slaughter game winner that I had.
Speaking of Auden Slaughter, he's got Takarian Freeman working on him. He drives, spins back, double team, down to Moore, who lays it in. It's the court vision and the IQ from Auden Slaughter that he knows when he may not have the shot, he knows who to find. Freeman kicks it to Lyles, swings it over to Young.
And I want to talk about that just for a minute. Because Slaughter has been going off all game. Okay, he drives in and he draws a double team, which then pulls Maxwell Moore open in the paint. And he had the court vision and the humbleness to say, you know what, I'm not going to take this shot on the double team. I'm going to feed Moore in the paint and put it in for two. That is just great court vision, as well as such a skillful player to draw a double team.
As Carroll picked up his second foul, but Young could not hit the free throw, so he is one and done from the line. Carroll gets the play from head coach Johnny Lynn. Carroll gets it to Hale. Hale's got Freeman working on him. Behind the back. Gets it to Carroll. Oh. Slaughter lost his footing there. Oh, and calling a foul. Didn't know if they were going to call it goaltending. I think they did. Looks like it's going to be a goaltending on Carroll. Yeah, the ball caught the front of the rim there as he tried to get a chase down block. Hale bringing it up with Freeman guarding him closely. Carroll going to get the play from head coach Johnny Lynn. Looking for somebody, gets it to Hale. Hale on the wing. Deep three. Looked pretty, but it just falls short. Young throws up a wild layup and gets it to fall.
That was
crazy. 9 times out of 10, that shot does not fall. As Slaughter's gonna go right at Matulu and can't finish. There's really not much you can do with that layup that tied that game. It's just 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't fall. Young Got Slaughter close on him. He takes a contested 2 and banks it in. So they get it to Carroll.
Young's had a great second half here. He's had 10 points alone in this second half.
Moore gets it over to Slaughter. Slaughter working on Matulu. Drives, slips, falls. No foul. Up ahead to Lyles, who lays it in. Timeout, head coach Johnny Lynn.
We've seen the momentum shift so much in this one game alone. It shifted first half, straight Panthers. We come out of the gate in the second half, and the Pioneers have held the momentum for the majority of the second half. Now it's kind of shifting and swaying back ever so slightly towards the Panthers.
If I'm the Pioneers, I just go, you're in the double bonus for the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You're only down 4, you're not really out of this game. Don't let it slip away here. You got 2 players who are having great second halves. Just slow it down. Let them find their groove again, and you know.
I agree. I think if you're the Pioneers, I'm going at number 9, Chris Mullumbella, because he's already got 3 fouls, you know, and plus he's very physical, and that's why he has 3 fouls. So if it's me, I'm taking Alden Slaughter, and I'm going in the paint on Mullumbella.
Moore will inbound.
Good song choice by Tim Reese here. A little bit of Journey to get the mood set right.
Moore's able to get it to MJ Gibbs. Moore's playing with 4. They get it to Hale. Swings it over to Slaughter. Slaughter tightly guarded by Bonna. Gibbs is going to get fouled there by Takarian Freeman, and that's going to send him to the line. That is Freeman's 3rd foul.
So they've got 4 players with 3+ fouls. You've got Takarian Freeman, Chris Mullumbella, Jaden Dickens, and Kendrick Lloyd. So they've got to be careful here with how they play this game.
MJ Gibbs misses his first. Crucial free throws need to be made here by the Pioneers. He gets that one to roll in as Preston King and Macon Atkinson both check in.
I think this is a good 5 on the court for the Pioneers. You got 3 shooters. You got people that can take it to the basket. And you've also got gritty players out there. Now, I think it would be better if we had Jalen Hardaway in, just because, you know, he's a bigger guy and he has easier ability in the paint.
94-91, minute 43 to play. Young gets it to Lyles. Gets it down to Curry. They give it, fake the handoff. They get it to Freeman. Freeman drives, step back on Hale, and just able to find the bottom of the net. Slaughter bringing it up. Gets it to Macon Atkinson. Gets it to Hale. Hale thought he was gonna have an open 3. He's still gonna shoot it. Can't hit. Curry. So we take this inside a minute here. Lyles is gonna hold it, swings it over to Young. Still have 3 timeouts. Lyles swings it down to the corner to Freeman. He'll drive on King and lay it in, and that
might be, you know, you get a little sloppy towards the end of the game. But, you know, you're down 7, and you've got Cannon Hale and Alden Slaughter on the court. So, I mean, you never know. Quick hands, fast threes.
.5 seconds to go, 98-91. Timeout Pioneers here. If they had had this showing in the first half, this game may not have been close, but they just had a slow first half, and they couldn't get as many shots to fall as they have in the second half, and it's just been back and forth in this. And you just had a couple turnovers here, so.
Definitely, it's tough because you came into the second half already down by 9 points. It was 50-41. You clawed your way back into it. You even had the lead at one point, and then now you're letting it slip away again to a 7-point deficit with only 46 seconds to go. It's kind of like how the Panthers did in the girls' game. They had the lead, and then they just kind of let it slip away from them.
They need to figure out a good way to get some points and get them fast. We really don't have any fouls to give for the Pioneers. So we're going to roll with Cannon Hill, Auden Slaughter, Demarius Carroll, MJ Gibbs, and Macon Atkinson. Slaughter drives, gets fouled. He will find the deck for like the 7th time tonight, I feel like.
Mulabella, as I mentioned, he already just got his 4th foul, which I know may not mean much because there's 40 seconds left. But these are crucial free throws here.
Slaughter at the line. Buries the first one. Cannon Hill will sub out. Slaughter goes 2 for 2 from the line. Jalen Sheldon will check in. Get it to Daniels. He will get fouled. Offense for defense substitution here. That is Macon Atkinson's first foul.
Atkinson and Moore coming off the court for the Pioneers, making room for their scorers, Slaughter and Hale.
.2 seconds here. A great second half showing for the Pioneers, just maybe not enough in the first half to will them to a win here. So he makes the first one, extends this to a 6-point lead. Goes 2 for 2 from the line, 7-point lead. Timeout here by the Panthers.
Super high scoring game, just to mention that. Unfortunately, the shot clock will still be on when the Pioneers have the ball, so.
You're gonna look for a quick 3 to try to cut this to a 4-point lead, but even then, it just may not be enough here. Because they've had a great showing here in the second half. It's just the first half was just really rough for them.
Well, you know what they say, we win every game in the 5th quarter. So.
Well, if they can somehow will this game to overtime, then we might see that, but it was just a great shooting first half for the Panthers from JoJo Lyles and to carry on Freeman. Them two kind of separated with 3-point shooting, and then Cannon Hill and Auden Slaughter just trying to will this team back. It just may not be enough. Slaughter kicks it to Hale. Call a jump ball. Yeah, and the shot clock will turn off the 7-point lead. Will be interesting to see if the Pioneers foul here. And they will. These 2 free throws will probably ice this game away.
Still down by 7, so you would need just quick back-to-back threes to even have a chance, especially if he hits both of these. It might just be how this game is going to end up.
makes the first one. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. So they get it to Auden Slaughter. Shot clock is now turned off. Get it to Carroll. Carroll just gonna lay this one up. The slam that will probably ice it away. Auden Slaughter will bring it up. He's gonna take a 3, rim out. Atkinson will put it back. 6.6 seconds to go. Get it to Carry-On Freeman. Freeman will dribble this one out. Both teams, Pellissippi will improve to 6-11 in conference play, and the Pioneers will fall to 6-11 in conference play, as it is a 104-97 victory for the Pellissippi State Panthers. We're going to take a 2-minute break here as we tally up final scores. You are listening here on the VolState Sports Network. Welcome back to the VolState Sports Network as we just wrapped up a doubleheader here with VolState versus Pellissippi as the girls won, but the boys fall 104-97 here at home. And here's Kason Hollingsworth with some final scores.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm going to start with the Panthers. The leading scorer for the Panthers was to Carry-On Freeman. He had 29 points. Second in command was Jadavion Young. He had 19 points. And then for the third leading scorer for the Panthers was JoJo Lyles with 18 points. Their final score was 104. And for your VolState Pioneers, leading scorer Auden Slaughter, 31 points. Great game from him. Cannon Hale had 21. And then MJ Gibbs had 12 for their combined score of 97.
Just some final thoughts here on the game. It was the three-point shooting from the Panthers in the first half of Carry-On Freeman and JoJo Lyles that really set this game apart there at halftime. And, you know, Cannon Hale and Auden Slaughter tried to will this back. But as they look for their next game, what are some things that the Pioneers could look to improve on?
You know, I think we say it for everybody, Ethan, but just better passes. They had some turnovers there, and I don't want to call it selfish, but everybody, when they would get into the paint and notice they weren't open, they would just put up a shot anyways instead of trying to look for an open man.
Yeah, and, you know, the three-point ability there tried to will them back, but it ultimately was not enough. Your final score was 104-97. Pellissippi State wins. You were listening here on the VolState Sports Network.